Hi everyone and welcome to episode 24 of Ionan's Edge. In this week's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the Artisan Arion White Mountain Knives variant. Let's jump in with some basic specs. The knife has a spear point blade. It's using Artisan's proprietary AR RPM 9 blade steel. It uses a flat grind. There is 3.5 inches of usable blade length here. It's 4 inches to the center of the pivot. The scale length is 4.6 inches, and the overall tip to tail length of the knife is 8.25. It's a liner lock that's manually deployed. It has ceramic ball bearings that it's riding on. It's using a linen micarta scale on both sides. And also, it is a Cerebus design. The knife weighed in at an even 4 ounces on my digital scale. So let's talk about what I like. The overall look and feel of this knife is great. I love this tan linen micarta. Now I know in the description of this knife online it says olive. It doesn't look olive, at least not the version I got. The lighter portion definitely looks tan, like a desert tan. And this darker area, these darker striations, maybe they do look a little bit dark, olivish green color, but I would classify this knife as more of a tan color. Another thing about the scales that I really like, besides the general texturing of them, is the linen actually is a little fuzzy here around the edges, and that hasn't worn off over time, but that's a good thing. What it actually does is it makes the knife feel kind of comfortable and soft in your hand. They get a huge thumbs up for the way they did this linen micarta. Is excellent. And it's also used on the back spacer of the knife as well. So it has a really unique look and feel to it. And I think Artisan hit it perfectly with what they did there. It's a good knife ergonomically. There's plenty of room here with these long scales. Again, I have a large glove size hand. You can see how much scale is left there behind my pinky. There's plenty of room to get on there. There's meaningful jimping on the blade. On the top here for your hand position. I like that a lot. There are no hot spots on the knife at all. The action and the detent are good. Drops closed really nice. So I'm happy with that. And I have to say that the AR RPM 9 steel has really impressed me in the months that I've had and used this knife. I have another smaller CJRB knife that has AR RPM on it. That knife has held an edge really well too. So I think for a less expensive style steel, this stuff definitely exceeded my expectations performance-wise. It still has the same factory edge that it came with on the knife. I haven't had to sharpen it yet. And it did come with a pretty nice edge. They did a nice job. I checked the angles. They're pretty square. And it has a pretty nice looking edge on it from the factory. So again, kudos for that as well. So let's talk about what I don't like or issues. First of all, my main issue with this knife is there's only one deployment method, this coin slot blade cutout right here. So for those of you who maybe don't follow my channel or aren't subscribed all the time, I have arthritis in my back and a lot of my joints, including my fingers. So for me, flipping a knife open is not the easiest thing to do. I'm not good at spidey flicking. And on a big blade like this, you'd think it would deploy really fast, but it doesn't. And I'm just not good at that kind of deployment. I kind of wish the knife had a flipper tab, in all honesty. I can get it out there, but not consistently. It doesn't have a heavy detent. It is tuned really nice, and the bearings make the knife drop shut. But for me, this is just not a good deployment system. That's usually how I open the knife, like that. So that's an issue for me. But again, it's a personal issue. Some people that are good at flicking knives and doing spidey flicks and reverse flicks probably will love this thing and they won't find any issue with the way that it deploys. Again, I wish they'd maybe designed a flipper into this, but I get it. I understand what the styling is supposed to be. I also think that this satin finish on such a big blade is kind of like not the best idea. It gets fingerprints on it super easy, especially since you are deploying the knife here with your thumb, and it just gets, you know, mucked up with fingerprints really fast. It's a nice looking blade, but I think a bead blasted finish, like comes on some of their other knives, might have been a better way to go with this. Finally, my only other issue with the knife, ergonomically, it has a nice pocket clip, it's deep carry, it has countersunk screws, and it's not a clip that feels bad in your hands. Like I said, the knife cuts and slices good, has good ergos, feels good in your hands. But when you're actually carrying this knife, even though it's not super thick, it carries long in your pocket. You can really feel this thing when you bend over, get in a car, whatever. It kind of presses into the side of your upper thigh or hip. And that may be an issue for some people. This is a pretty long knife with a pretty big blade. And that might affect some people's ability to carry this knife as a primary carry knife. I have carried it a good bit. It's not an uncomfortable knife, but despite the fact that it only weighs 4 ounces, you do know it's there because of the length of the knife. So that is something that I have to point out for folks. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. Here's our Arion. Here is a Demco 80-20.5. Get that pivot to pivot. There you go. You can kind of see this is a pretty long knife. Definitely a longer handle. And then let's bring in a full-sized Benchmade Griptilian, and we'll put that pivot to pivot. And so you can see, blade cutting wise, there's not a tremendous amount of difference, but it is a thicker, longer knife than the Benchmade Griptilian. So there's a couple of quick size comparisons, just so you can get a feel of what this knife is really like overall. You can see blade width wise, and it's a bigger, chunkier knife than the Griptilian is. And certainly quite a bit more blade there than what you have on the Demco. All right, so my summary for the knife. Overall, I like this knife. I'm not disappointed in buying it. It was my first real full-size knife with this steel. I like the overall look of the knife. It's very well done in terms of the micarta, and the blade steel and the fit and finish on the knife is really, really nice. There are no issues in any of those areas. Like I said, ergonomically it feels great, and it's a good looking knife. This knife runs about $85. This is an excellent example of what Artisan is capable of, and the knife has the look and feel of much more expensive knives. The ARRPM is proving to be a great steal, especially at some of the price points that it's offered at. So I give them, again, a big thumbs up for that. And overall, this configuration, I think this knife was well worth the purchase, despite some of the small issues that I have with the design in terms of deployment and also length of carry in your pocket. Again, this is the Artisan Arion White Mountain Knives variant in ARRPM 9 in linen micarta. There you have it, folks. I'd like to thank you for watching the video today. If you like this video, please consider leaving me a like, comments. I always love to hear from people, regardless of what you have to say. And also, if you like my channel, please consider subscribing so you can get notified of future video drops. Thanks again for watching, folks, and as always, stay sharp.